Hello, hello. I'm hot. It's hot. But I've been outside all morning in the garden, and so we're gonna do a quick garden update. All right, so here she is in all her glory. Things are happening. Also, we've got a bunch of beautiful lupine, so let's go look at the flowers first. Hopefully my phone won't overheat. I'm charging the GoPro, so we've got these beautiful lupine. I'm filthy already. And some of the peonies that I planted in here are starting to bud up in between them. And we'll go to this side. It's a motorcycle weekend. So this morning, I planted some pickling cucumbers on this end, and then we have all of the different squash varieties in here. So I've got spaghetti and butternut and zucchini and summer squash in here. This whole bed is onions, and I don't think any of them are sprouting yet. I was away last week, and so I really couldn't watch them closely, but I don't think we have anything going yet, but there's a bunch of different types of onions. And then I bought starts for some tomatoes since I lost all mine. So I've got aroma on the end, and then the rest of these are cherry varieties. So I have those. I've got a few marigolds on the corners of these three beds. I've got some broccoli that has been redone here. And then this morning I planted some peas in these two sections and some beans in these two sections. And I just used little pieces of fencing that we cut off as little partitions. My cabbages are doing spectacular, and the marigolds on that end are doing great. In these buckets I have potatoes. These ones are starting to sprout. These ones are just stuck in, I have to cover, and these ones are sprouting and I have to cover some more. I planted some garlic here. I'm gonna fall over. So these are some garlic plants, and our marigolds are doing great. There's nothing on this part yet. I just planted, let's step over. Oop. I just planted some eggplant in a few rows here, and then two different varieties of carrots. And I've got a few cauliflower that have kind of survived and are coming up. Last but certainly not least, the bed that is full currently. I've got peppers up into this point, so I've got different types. I've got a few bells that are looking good, some jalapenos that are looking okay, and I've also reseeded some of this area to hopefully bring them up. These are my radishes, and I'm super excited about them. You can see they are coming up, and I'm so happy. They are planted very close together, but they seem to be happy. And so radishes, you can eat the radish and you can eat the greens, so lots of pretty greens. I've got some dill, sage, basil that are starting to come up in this section. I've got a bunch of chard that is coming in. Spinach is starting to come up. Kale and iceberg lettuce is coming up. And these were some of the heads of lettuce that I bought pre-started. So I've got some romaine and some butter crunch. I've also got some rosemary in this pot, and our little marigolds that are doing well there. Over here is the rhubarb that is flowering, but still edible. I've got some peonies that are getting pretty big. They should bloom soon. I think they're gonna be pink. They're gonna be so pretty. And then over here, I've started some pots with some topsoil and some vermiculite for drainage and water moisture holding, and I'm gonna restart some of my flowers in these pots. So I'm gonna do a variety, and then yeah, that's today. Some quick tree updates. The cherry has gotten tall, very, very tall. And they are green now. Look at them go. Then we have our peach tree, and guess what, friends? Guess what? Look at it. Look at our tiny baby peach. Isn't she spectacular? I'm so excited. But our peach tree is doing pretty good. She's looking nice and full and happy. And then here is our dogwood, who hopefully will flower next year. I don't know if we're gonna see her flower this year, but I think they need some water today. But they're doing good. Yay. I'm so excited about this peach. Let's just take a look at her one more time. Look at her. I don't want to touch her because I don't want to mess her up. Look at her. Hi friends. So I bought two actually, 50-foot misting system. So I have to cut chunks of this to put our little tea misters on. And I'm going to try to hold it down in the garden with these little yarn landscape staples. Hi. Welcome. Yes.
Got a couple minutes if you want, or I can go now.
Do I need any of these things? Probably not. But let's see. I got some more marigolds for the garden. They keep wasps away, and I like that. I got some geraniums for the same reason that I'm gonna plant in this bin after I saturate it. I got some lemon cucumber, which are little round yellow cucumbers. I got some heirloom Boston pickling cucumbers. There's a bunch in here that I'm gonna try to separate a little bit. I got some sweet basil just so that I can have one in a pot near the door. And then I got some peppers to supplement the pepper stash. So this has a few in it, so I'm going to try to split them up. This is a gypsy sweet pepper. And then I've got a sweet pepper, red bell pepper. Again, there's a few plants in that one. I got a sweet banana. This one already had some buds on it, so I'm excited about that. And then I got some shishito sweet peppers, and there's two in here that I hope to divide and transplant. And then, like I was saying before we left to go to the store, I am going to try to put my mist line in using some garden material, like staples. These are just little staples that you use to like hold down that like weed block stuff, but I'm going to use it to hold down this in the beds, and I have to cut it at various intervals for the little Mr. T pieces. So wish me luck. Here we go. I have two of these, so I'm going to start with one. I think I'm going to try to do, oh, that's interesting, I have some glass over here somewhere. But I'm going to try to do my peppers first, put them in the ground, and then I'll start the line. we're gonna attempt to take this whole thing and add the little misters to it. So I should have a little bit more length at the end once I add a bunch of the misters in. Each of them come with 15, so I'm going to kind of lay them out first and then go from there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So it comes with this little thing, and what you're supposed to do is you push the little black hose in and then it clips in, and it's supposed to work. So we'll see. Let's go down the line. Not a lot of water, but I feel like it's not bad.